you might think of creative thinking and critical thinking as kind of opposites, but they're really kind of two sides of the same coin. Because good thinking is to have good thoughts, more or less, right? But you need two things for that. You need to have thoughts, and they need to be good. And so that's kind of the creative and the critical element. To think well, you have to have both. Like if you just take a bunch of LSD and mushrooms, you might be very creative, but nothing you think might be worthwhile. You might come back to reality and realize a lot of the things you thought were nonsense. Versus a computer could be totally exact and rigorous, but it just wouldn't be as creative. So, good thinking, you need to be creative enough to have thoughts and critical enough to make sure they're good thoughts.
Hmm.
And I used to think of those as just kind of the two separate sides of the coin, which I think is a good starting place. But more recently, I thought that being critical actually helps you be creative as well. Because sometimes when something is too open ended, your brain has a hard time creating because it isn't limited enough. You don't know what you're supposed to be thinking about, or you don't have a vision or a goal.
Mhm.
So the more limited something is, the more creative you can often be.